Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, thank you so much for returning. So as you can see, today's video is specifically dedicated to red nail polish. Two main reasons for this. One, I recently got some red nail polishes that I wanted to try out, and second reason being I feel like there's not enough red nail polish designs out there, so I just felt like doing this video. It sounds really random, but I felt like I had to do it, so here we are today. These are the polishes I'm going to be using today. I got them from Amazon, so I will link them below if you're interested. Oh, and there was one shade that I didn't use. It was the purple shade. That was the last one that I showed you, but I did use the rest of the red colors, and of course I added in some other nudes, white and pink shades. So yeah, let's jump straight into the first nail design. As you can see, I sped this part up because all I'm doing is adding a nude base, and I'm gonna add about 2 or 3 layers. I think I did 3 layers of this nude color, and then I will get started on the actual design. It's super easy. I don't know what the actual name of this design is called, but it's like half French tip, or it's like half of a pointed French tip. I'm taking a white and this red, and honestly it could be any color of your choice. Obviously I'm going to be using a lot of red throughout this video. I'm painting the corner of the tip all the way up to just over halfway. And now I'm taking the tiniest amount of that white polish and just putting that through the red to create a sort of marble effect. You obviously don't have to do this, but I just thought it added something extra to the nail so it's not too boring. But yeah, you could do it just plain, and the gold flakes that we're going to add on will be more than enough to jazz up the design. If you watched my previous video, I did explain that I have not completely abandoned this drying nail foil glue. I still use it to apply my gold flakes. So here I am applying the gold flakes with my tweezers. I'm covering that line of demarcation as much as possible so you can't see how unneat it is. I love gold flakes, so I'm happy to pack a bunch on there. And also patting that down with the end of my tweezer so it lays completely flat when I apply the shine finish top coat. And here I'm hand modeling the final result of my actual nail. How quick and easy was that, and it still looks pretty good. Okay, on to the next nail design. This is going to be another super easy nail design. I'm just taking 2 layers of this really sheer clear nail polish with a hint of pink. Honestly, when I bought this, I didn't expect it to be this sheer or transparent, but I'm making it work. I'm going to do my best with it. So I applied 2 layers of that, and then the 3rd layer I didn't cure it. I'm taking this bright red nail polish, and the best way I can describe it is getting a bit on the tip of my brush and making random strokes across the nail in a haphazard diagonal way. Yeah, I hope the visuals can fully explain what I mean, because my words are terrible sometimes. But you get the gist, just random strokes. And then I'm going to cure that and add a layer of foil glue and let that dry until it's completely clear. Then start sticking on the gold flakes. Honestly, gold flakes are a lifesaver. You can add gold flakes on any nail design and it will just take it to the next level. So that's exactly what I did. Patted that down so it laid flat, added my top coat, cured that, and here is the final result. Pretty simple, pretty easy, but it still looks great. Up next, we have another super easy and simple design. So I'm taking 2 reds. They're quite distinct. So one is quite bright and the other is more burgundy-ish. Not completely burgundy, but more on the burgundy side. And the other one is quite a vibrant red. So if you're using different colors, just basically a bright color and a darker color. so I'm just doing swirls, basically 3 swirls, 1 swirl down the middle and 2 swirls on the side. And as you can see, I have a nude base. I did 2 layers of this nude base. So yeah, this is just me doing the swirls. I don't have the most sturdiest of hands, so it did take me a while. If you have any brush recommendations, like those really thin brushes, then please do let me know, because I feel like these brushes are just a bit too thick and I would prefer some thinner ones for designs like this. But otherwise, the brush did the job. My hands were just not very sturdy, so it could have been neater. And I went over those lines with a second coat just to bring out the colours a bit more. I cured all those layers for 60 seconds, added my top coats, and that was it. Here I am hand modeling the nail on my finger. Yes, pretty cute, pretty simple. On to the next. Okay guys, we're gonna take it up a notch. I would say this is probably my #1 favorite nail design from this video. So I'm gonna call it a splattered marble. Splattered mainly because it's not a full marble nail design, but it's like someone has just thrown marble on the nail and it's just landed there. So anyways, I have a nude base here and I'm going over that with that clear sheer pinky color. I'm going to go straight in with my colors, and these are the colors I'm using. There's a white, 2 reds and a pink. So starting off with the white, I'm going diagonally and just gently placing that on top of the nail. And this is the reason I didn't cure the last polish, because I wanted it to melt in. It's basically going to be the same thing for all the colors. I'm just taking a little bit on the tip of my brush and running them through each other, layering them, but not curing yet until I'm happy with it. And apply that same foil glue that we used before. Let that dry until it's clear, and then I'm going to apply, you guessed it, some more gold flakes. This time I didn't go crazy on the gold flakes, just a few here and there was enough of a nice touch. So I went ahead and added a top coat, cured that, and this is the final result. I really love this nail design. It is by far my favorite one. It's so simple to do, but in the end it looks like it took so much effort. So yeah, let's move on to the next nail design. I'm gonna call this next one Licorice Lines, mainly because the end results remind me of licorice, the way it kind of twists. It's basically just layering lines together. It's super easy. Not my personal favorite, but I know that some people might like it. Maybe not in red, maybe with like browns or something, but I thought I would still try it out. So basically I've taken, I think it was about 3 different reds and 1 white. Whatever colors I took, I started off with the darkest and I'm working my way out to the lightest and then a white. And I'm just continuing that until I have filled the whole nail in this diagonal stream of lines. And there we have it, guys. I didn't even do 2 layers. I mean, you could, that's kind of tedious, but one layer of gel polish with the lines was enough to get the result I wanted. So yeah, I finished that off with a top coat and then cured that for 60 seconds. And of course, here is me hand modeling it for you. I won't lie, this one was very tedious to do. Like, it wasn't my favorite to do at all, but the final results might be worth it if you like this design. Moving on to the next design. This is going to be a pointed red French tip. Now you could make it a basic red French tip and maybe do 2 colors of red, one for each side, or you could just leave it a plain red color. And to be honest, I wish I went with the 2 colors, so 1 different shade of red for each side. But I decided to do this marble thing that I have going on here. I don't regret it, but I do regret it. But I don't regret it. It is what it is. So we're gonna roll with it. I basically ran a few of those colors into each other to create a marble-ish effect. And then right here is exactly the reason I'm asking for any brush recommendations, because I wish this white line was way thinner, but I did the best I could with the brush I was working with. But trust me, a thinner white line would have looked so much better. Nevertheless, I finished it off. I was committed. I finished it off. I applied that top coat and then I cured it. And here is me modeling it for you. Okay, 6 designs down, we have 4 more to go. So with this one, I'm starting off with 1 coat of plain white polish. I did try and cure this layer for 30 seconds, but it didn't cure fully, so I ended up just rolling with it and it was fine. So I'm adding splotches of the red polish. They don't have to be perfect circles because this is more of a abstract nail design. So at this point is when I grabbed this black polish and I'm just doing random lines on the edge of the nail. I think I did 3 random squarish lines. And then with the remaining black polish on the brush, I just went over and did tiny dots on the nail. I took this gold foil and I didn't have to apply any glue, it just went straight on, and that's the effect I wanted. I didn't want the foil to stick all on, I just wanted bits and pieces of it, and that's exactly what I got. This design was really as easy as that. It looks like a lot is going on, but it was pretty simple to do. I added a top coat and cured that, and here is me hand modeling it for you. I won't lie guys, with this one we're gonna have to use our imagination. We're gonna have to imagine that this turned out good. Please prepare yourselves, because this design did not turn out the way I thought it would. So the vision I had for this design was a wavy French tip. I did a semicircle of the nude polish to cover the base of the nail, and then I started off okay. I did my first wavy line and it was supposed to continue like that using different shades of red. But then I think there was one point where I just crisscrossed over in the wrong way and the lines just got messed up. They got messed up, guys. If you're gonna do this, then plan ahead. Think about where you want to put the lines and how it's gonna make sense, because I wasn't thinking straight when I did this. Like, I really wish I just took a second to decide where to put the lines, because it just would have looked so much neater. But anyways, if you do this design, just make sure your lines are neat. But I think if you do it right, it's a good blueprint or a starting point for a nail design. So yeah, this is my least favorite nail design because it went so wrong. Oh my days, I'm so glad that is over. You see how I even went quiet because I didn't have it in me to talk through that. But looking at it on my finger, if you squint your eyes and kind of move your screen away from you, it looks okay. I think it's that white line. That white line just looks out of place. But anyways, here is me hand modeling it for you. onto the 9th design. This one is super simple. I'm doing one layer of this bright red. One layer was enough because it's so pigmented, so I did one layer of that red. Then I'm taking 3 colors and doing abstract lines. However, I wish I'd picked a darker color for the red on top because it kind of looks like it blends in. Unless you look really closely, it is a bit brighter than the base, but still, I wish I picked a darker red for that top line. Just 3 wavy lines and cure, add your top coat, and that is it. So we've made it to the final design, and thank goodness for that because I am so tired of talking. Like, these voiceovers are honestly so tiresome for me, but I have to do it. So with this last design, it's going to be an outline ombre. So I'm doing an ombre with the nude and the white, just using my brush to slowly merge the 2 colors. It is kind of a tedious process having to mix these. You're better off probably using a sponge to make an ombre effect, but I didn't have any sponges, so I'm doing it by hand using my brush. But once you have your ombre, you're just going to do 2 layers of that ombre so the colors really pop. And then we're going to do the red outline. So that's as good as my ombre is going to get. I'm going to move on to the red outline. I'm taking this super bright red polish and following the outline of the nail tip. It's really that simple, and with this design you can do any color of your choice. It could be purple, it could be blue, yellow, whatever it may be. But obviously in this video it's red, so we're gonna have a red outline. I went ahead and added my top coat, cured that, and here is the final hand modeling. And here are all the finished nails together, guys. Some of those were so chaotic, but they all come together and look so pretty when you look at them together. Looking at them separately might be something else, but together I do think they do look pretty, and it just shows the beauty of red polish. Red polish doesn't always have to be a boring single color. You can switch it up a little bit, and I hope this video has helped show that, or just giving you ideas for red polish. So anyways guys, I am so tired of talking. Thank you so much for listening to me, for watching this video, for liking, commenting, subscribing, supporting everything. Thank you so much guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.